And there goes Andrew Breitbart on roller skates.
I thought he was just a real smooth strider.
Why? Because he can. There is no reason for Andrew Breitbart or anything he does. He doesn't need one.
No, he doesn't.
So keep tweeting about us. Who knows what he'll do next?
All right, Andrew Breitbart, who is the king of all new media. That's my new nickname for you. Who's roller skating for the troops, and S.E. Cupp is joining us, and of course.
Okay, what do we have here? I know this person, Ball State alum 96, Jeffrey A.C. Borisco, who follows me on Twitter, and we have very similar tastes in music. Says that he's offered $100. He's paid $100 simply because I rollerbladed in the Nixon library. Okay, this is where we're going with this thing. These people are professionals. I am not. Okay, I've never claimed to be one. I will pretty much do anything in order for you to donate money to Troopathon. So.
Oh, wow.
I've seen worse happen online over the last 3 weeks.
Andrew, I got a tweet. I have a tweet here from someone named Roping Donkeys who says, Andrew Breitbart, Nancy and I just donated $25. Hey, if we donate 25 more, can we get Andrew a decent necktie?
I don't wear that. One of the great things about being me is that I don't have to wear a necktie. Thank you. I've always hated it. When Acorn's story was on, I went on the Sean Hannity show, and I felt like I was an adult. I go, this is a real story, and I put on a necktie, and I was like, it's not me.
It doesn't suit you. But see, this is what can happen when you tweet. When you tweet about Troopathon. Andrew Breitbart and I will talk about you on Troopathon.org.
If somebody, I don't know, if somebody donates, they're going to, I'll put on a tie. Does anyone have a tie that I can wear?
I'm sure we can find one.
I will wear a tie for the troops.
Let's check in with Andrew Breitbart, who is monitoring our social media. What's going on, Andrew?
Welcome to Troopathon 3D. 3D.
That's
Troopathon 3D.
Ooh.
Oh, woo! And look, I'm wearing
a tie.
I'm wearing the tie. I'd like to thank Peggy and Terrence Carey, who are sitting in the audience, who went to the Nixon Library gift shop and bought me this great American flag tie.
Wow, thank you.
So much is going on. Where's my, oh, here it is. Here's my little place I'm supposed to stand.
That's your mark.
So much is going on. Wow, since I last saw you, I now have a tie. 3 times since my bar mitzvah, I have adorned a tie. I said we were going to cause trouble on the internet today at Troopathon. And now there's a huge mystery on Twitter on whether or not Alec Baldwin tweeted, I'll donate $1,000 if someone punches Andrew Breitbart in the face. Troopathon. We are trying to find out whether or not this is true or not, or somebody hacked his account. If it is not true, that is too bad, because I would be up for it. Mr. Baldwin, I will happily travel to New York. If you provide $1,000, I will allow for you to punch me in the face if you give $1,000 to the troop.
I'm not sure we should be encouraging this sort of behavior. I am serious.
100%. If this is true, I will do it. Let me give you one quick thing that goes away from the antics here. I'm from West LA. They grow us shallow in West LA, in Hollywood. And that's how I grew up. And I met a guy at the Beverly Hills High School prom. I was asked to go with my friend Jill's friend as a date, and I met this guy, and he's the greatest guy in the world. And I'd see him at parties throughout the years. And he was just this hipster. He was a screenwriter. And after 9/11, I saw his mother, and she said to me, You won't believe what Lindsey did. This is after 9/11, probably around 2004. And he was a screenwriter. I'd always see him wearing like black. He looked kind of like a Hollywood hipster. I said, what did Lindsey do? What did Lindsey do? And this is LA. This is West LA. He's part of like a Hollywood crowd. I said, he joined the Army. I'm like, he's in his early 30s. He's a screenwriter. And I'm thinking, what is this? You don't even hear these stories. Well, my friend Lindsey Bishop is now in Special Forces. He's in his early 40s. He's the coolest guy I've ever met in my life. So they don't just build them like that in the South, and they build them like this in Hollywood. And I just want to send out a hello to my favorite hero, Lindsey Bishop. Thank you very much. Why do I do this? I've done this now for 4 years. This is the third time I've been in studio, and 2 years of hosting. I don't know what it is I'm doing this time. First time I talked to the host, Melanie and Michelle Malkin, from my backyard. Where do I live? I have the largest frontage to the National Cemetery in Los Angeles. And I moved there in the year 2000, before 2011, and that was before 9/11. That was before everything changed in this country. It's now almost 10 years later, and I happen to live on the part of the cemetery where new bodies are buried. And so every time I wake up, I see the cemetery. Every time in the afternoon, I see cars of families visiting their loved ones, many of whom I visited myself, who have died, between 2002, 2003, and now many who wouldn't even be 30 years old today. So I exist in a world that believes never forget. I never have the ability to forget the sacrifices that are being made. This is why I do it. I don't go a day without revering that there are people who are willing to put their lives on the line. The least that we can do out there, whether you're in new media, whether you're in politics, it doesn't matter. The least you can do is give, because that's all they're doing. That's all they're doing. They're willing to put their lives on the line. That's why I fight, doing what I do as hard as I do, because I know too many people who have made the ultimate sacrifice.